Hello students, so hope you are all fine and safe. So last class la na first lesson metallurgy lesson la part 1, part 2 and part 3 nu மூணு வீடியோ lesson போட்டுருந்தேன். English medium for both English medium and Tamil medium போட்டுருந்தேன். So English medium எல்லாம் பார்த்திருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இது வரைக்கும். First lesson metallurgy lesson la so far I think you have studied all the questions from video lessons 1, 2 and 3, that is metallurgy. ஸோ இன்னொன்று என்ன, நான் ஒன் வேர்டு வேறு அனுப்பியிருந்தேன். ஒன் வேர்டு எல்லாமே ஆன்சரோடு அனுப்பியிருந்தேன். ஸோ புக் பேக் ஒன் வேர்ட் 25 கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இருக்குது அந்த டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்கில். நான் சொன்னேன் ஐ வாண்ட் யூ டு ஸ்டடி த ஒன் வேர்ட் அண்ட் தென் மார்க் இன் யர் டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்னு சொன்னேன். ஸோ அதை எழுதி அது ஒன் வேர்ட் மார்க் பண்ண அப்புறம் எனக்கு குரூப்பில் போட்டு விடு, அட்மினில் போட்டு விடு. நான் ஐ ஹவ் ஸ்டடிட் அண்ட் மார்க் த ஒன் வேர்ட் இன் த டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் அப்படின்னு போட்டு விடு என்ன, சரியா? ஸோ ஹோப் யூ ஆர் ஆல் கோஆப்ரேட்டிங் வித் மீ. லெசனை படிச்சு வச்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா, கொஸ்டின் ஆன்சர் படிச்சு வச்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா இட் வில் பி ஈஸி வென் யூ கம் டு ஸ்கூல், சரியா? அதனால தான் நாங்கள் வீடியோ லெசன் எதுக்கு போடுறோம், உன்னுடைய நன்மைக்காக போடுறோம். ஸோ யூ டேக் இட் அஸ் அன் அட்வான்டேஜ் அண்ட் இட் வில் பி வெரி யூஸ்ஃபுல் டு யூ வென் யூ ஸ்டடி 12th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட். ஸோ மெட்டலர்ஜியில் எல்லாம் பார்த்து ஸோ ஃபார் ஃபஸ்ட் யூனிட் 1 முடிச்சாச்சு. ஸோ டுடே வி ஷல் சி யூனிட் 5. ஸோ டுடே வி ஷல் சி யூனிட் 5 கோஆர்டினேஷன் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி. ஸோ கோஆர்டினேஷன் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி. So any metal that has a tendency to form complex is called coordination compound. So any metal, so you know what are the metals? So there are many metals: tin, lead, aluminum, zinc, aluminum, they are all metals. So all metals which has a tendency to form complex is called coordination compound. So for example chromium. So chromium is the metal which combines with chlorine to form chromium chloride complex with 6 molecules of water. So this complex name is chromium 3 chloride hexahydrate. So there are 6 molecules of water. அதனால என்ன சொல்றோம், ஹெக்ஸான்னு சொல்றோம், hexahydrate. So this is an example. Chromium chloride hexahydrate is an example of a coordination complex. So in simple, the meaning of the complex is whole. So the complex meaning வந்து hold. So coordinate na to arrange. So arrangement of the metal ion in a particular complex, that is called as coordination compound. So this is the introduction about coordination compound or coordination chemistry. So then two or more stable compounds, then two or more stable compounds in solution are mixed together, we get a double salt. So double salt is also called as coordination compound. So two or more stable compounds in solution, when they are, so two compounds when they are mixed together, it leads to the formation of a double salt. So example for double salt is more salt. So more salt. So potash, alum is also another example, but it is enough if you know one example, more salt. So more salt is a double salt which contains solution of ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate. So the formula for more salt is FeSO4 NH4 twice SO4 6 molecules of water. So more sulfate is a equal molar mixture of ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate. FeSO4 na ferrous sulfate, NH4 twice SO4 na ammonium sulfate. So double salt is the one. So double salt ke example chone. So more salt is the example for double salt. So double salt is the one where two solutions or two compounds in solution are mixed together. So here example enna pathom, more salt. So more salt is an example for double salt. So it contains ecomolecular solution of ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate, which have the formula FeSO4 NH4 twice SO4 with 6 molecules of water. So this is the molecular formula. This is the molecular formula for more salt. So this is the formula for more salt. So next term is coordination compound. So coordination compound, they are also complex structure which contains central metal ion surrounded by molecular ion. So central metal ion surrounded by molecular ion. சரியா? So here the more salt example பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இதில் central metal atom is iron and the inside the bracket it is the ion. சரியா? So here sulfate ion are also present. So sulfate ion is the ion present here in this complex, whereas iron is the central metal atom. So here coordination compound, there is complex structure which is composed of central metal atom surrounded by molecules or ions. So for example, for coordination compound, reaction between ferric chloride and potassium thiocyanate solution. So two here also, they are complex structure composed of central metal ion surrounded by molecules. So example for coordination compound is reaction between ferric chloride and potassium thiocyanate solution. So what is the example for double salt? More salt is the example for double salt, where two stable compounds in solution are mixed together to form a double salt. So example for double salt enna pathom? More salt. So next one is coordination compound. Here they are also complex structure composed of central metal ion surrounded by molecules or ions. So here example for coordination compound is reaction between ferric chloride and potassium thiocyanate solution. So now we shall see what happens when ferric chloride reacts with potassium thiocyanate solution. Ferric chloride reacts with potassium thiocyanate. It gives a blood red colored coordination compound which is called as potassium ferrithiocyanate. So the formula for this coordination compound is K3FeSCN 6 times. So SCN represents thiocyanate. SCN represents thiocyanate. So here Fe represents ferri. K represents potassium. So potassium. So here ferric chloride, reaction between ferric chloride and potassium thiocyanate gives a blood red color coordination compound which is called potassium ferrithiocyanate. So first we have seen what are coordination compound. So coordination means, complex means what I told, it will hold the metal ion. So what is meaning of coordinate? It will arrange the metal ion present in a particular compound, that is called coordinate. So both coordinate and complex, they are jointly they are called as coordination compounds. So now we have seen what is double salt and what is coordination compound. So we have seen more salt as an example for double salt and formation of potassium ferrithiocyanate as an example for coordination compound. So here there is one important question. So you will be asked like this: write the difference between double salt and coordination compound. So you will be asked the difference between double salt and coordination compound. So this is an important 3-mark question. So difference between double salt and coordination compound is important 3-mark question. So double salt, as we have seen, it is a mixture of two simple salt with different crystal structure, whereas coordination compound is a complex structure composed of central metal ion surrounded by molecular ion. So that is the first difference between double salt and coordination compound as we saw earlier. So second one is double salt contains two types of salt that crystallize in the same lattice site. So it will get converted into crystal in a same solid lattice. The same solid lattice. The molecules or ions, they are arranged in a repeated manner. So that is said to be a solid lattice or lattice. So double salt, it contains two types of salt that crystallize. They get converted into crystal in the same lattice. And the coordination compound is the one where the metal ion is surrounded by ligands. So any atom that surrounds the metal ion or which are linked to metal ion, they are called as ligands. So metal ion is always surrounded by ligands. So ligands, they are the one where the molecule or ion which is connected to the metal ion. So they are called as ligands. So it contains metal ion surrounded by ligands bonded to that metal ion by a. So here the nature of the bond is coordinate covalent bond. So the nature of bonding between metal ion and the ligand is coordinate covalent bond. So third difference between double salt and coordination compound is when double salt is dissolved in water, it will dissociate into ionic species. So for example, when you dissolved in water, the more salt is a combination of ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate. So ferrous sulfate, when you dissolve in water, it will get converted into ferrous ion and sulfate ion. So it dissociate means it will get separated into ionic species. Similar to that, that is in coordination compound, when dissolved in water, they are not separated into ionic species. So these are the three main differences between double salt and coordination compound. So this question may be asked in either 2 mark or 3 mark. So if you are asked in 3 mark, you have to write 3 differences. If you are asked in 2 mark, it is enough if you write 2 differences. So better you study all the 3 differences between double salt and coordination compound. So it is an important public question. We are going to see the important terms involved in coordination compound. So first term in coordination chemistry is coordination entity. So coordination entity is the one where it contains ion or a neutral molecule composed of central metal atom or group of atom which are attached to it. So it may be a central metal atom or a group of metal atoms attached to it. So that is called coordination entity. So for example, if we take the complex K4 FeCN6, the coordination entity is FeCN6. So in this complex, Fe is the central metal atom, Cn cyanide, Cn is the ligand. So already we have gone through the term ligand. So ligand is a atom or ion which are directly attached to the central metal atom ion. So now we are going to study in detail about the central ion metal atom and ligand. ரெண்டுமே படிக்கப்படும் சரியா? So here this example பாரு. So either in the coordination entity, so the metal ion which are enclosed within the square bracket FeCN6. So the coordination entity, it is the one which is composed of the metal atom or group of atoms which are enclosed in square brackets. So here in this complex, FeCN6 is the coordination entity which is enclosed in square brackets. So next term in coordination compound is central atom or central metal atom or ion. So always from the word we can understand that the central metal atom occupies the central position in the complex. So now we can see about central atom, metal atom or ion. So it occupies the central position in the coordination entity which binds other atoms or groups of atom. So which other atom or group of atom, that atoms they are called as ligand. So both the central metal atom and the ligand, they are attached through, they are linked through coordinate covalent bond. So central metal atom and the ligand both are linked by coordinate covalent bond. The central metal atom or the ion, it accepts the electron pair from ligand. So as I have already told you, in this complex K4 FeCN6 la central metal atom is ion, ligand is Cn. So the metal atom which is attached to the central metal atom is called the ligand, or we can say a group of atom or ion attached to the central metal atom, they are called as ligand. So in this complex, Fe is the central metal atom and Cn is the ligand. So now we are seeing about the central metal atom. So here in this complex, Fe is the central metal atom which accepts the electron from the neighboring ligand. So ligand is Cn. Ligand is Cn. So central metal atom is the one which accepts the electron pair from the neighboring Cn, ligand. So which is called as ligand. So both the central metal atom and the ligand, they are linked together by coordinate covalent bond. So as the central metal atom accepts the electron pair from the neighboring ligand Cn, cyanide, it is called, the central metal atom is said to behave as a Lewis acid. So Lewis acid is the one which accepts the electron pair. So central metal atom, it accepts the electron pair from the neighboring cyanide, and hence central metal atom is considered to be a Lewis acid. So next we shall say about the next term, ligand. So already I have told in this example, Fe is the central metal atom and Cn is the ligand. So ligands are group of atom or ion bound to the central metal atom or ion. So here the ligand is a donor. So it donates electron to the neighboring metal ion, and hence ligands are considered as Lewis base. So central metal ion, they are considered as Lewis acid, and ligands are considered as Lewis base. So next term involved in coordination compound is coordination sphere. So what is the first term, important term we have seen? Coordination entity. Second term involved in coordination compound is central metal ion. Third term is ligand. So fourth term in coordination, important term involved in coordination compound is coordination sphere. So coordination sphere is nothing but it consists of both central metal atom and the ligand. So the coordination sphere, it contains both the central metal atom and the ion and the ligand which are attached to it. That is called coordination sphere. So in this example, FeCN6 is called the coordination sphere. So the complex ion of the coordination compound contains both central metal atom or ion and the ligand. So there will be in this coordination sphere, it consists of both the central metal atom or ion and the ligand. So that particular combination of central metal or ion and ligand, it is called as coordination sphere. So next term involved in coordination chemistry is coordination number. So number of ligand donor atoms bonded to the central atom in the complex is called coordination number. So for example, if you take this complex, the number of ligand donor, so always central metal atom is a acceptor of electron pair, whereas ligand cyanide is a donor of, it donates electron pair to the central atom. So the central metal atom accepts electron from the neighboring ligand. Similarly, ligand donates electron pair to central metal atom. So the number of donor atoms bonded to the central metal atom is called coordination number. So for example, if you see in this complex, what is the number of ligands present in the coordination sphere? 6. So the coordination number of this complex is 6. So in general, coordination number indicates the number of ligands attached to the central metal atom. So number of ligands in this complex attached to central metal atom is 6. So the coordination number of this complex is 6. I hope you understand now. So coordination number, so it will be asked, your complex will be given and you will be asked to write the coordination number. So coordination number indicates number of ligands attached to the central metal atom. So next term involved in coordination compound is coordination polyhedron. Coordination polyhedron. So here this compound also has the ligand atom, ion, which are so ligand atom and central metal atom, but here there is a three-dimensional spatial arrangement of both ligand and central metal atom. So the three-dimensional spatial arrangement of ligand atom and the central metal ion is called coordination polyhedron. So far we have seen 6 terms involved in coordination compound. Next one, 7th term. So for example, so here already I have told you. So K for efficiency 6 la enadhu coordination number ketta number of ligands present da eludum. Seriya? So the ligand number வந்து எவ்வளவு 6. So இது central metal atom, இது cyanide Cn represents ligand. So number of ligands present 6 ஆ இருக்கனால, so 6 is the coordination number of this complex. So next term involved in coordination compound is oxidation state. It is a charge of the complex which represents the electron pair shared with the central metal atom. So it represents the charge of the complex which represents the electrons that are shared with the central metal atom if the ligands are removed. So commonly it is called the charge of the complex which represents the electron pair shared with the central metal atom. So so far we have seen 7 important terms involved in coordination compound. Number 1, what is the first term which involves previously we have seen the introduction part in coordination compound or coordination complex, and we have seen what is a double salt. Example also Morse salt, we have seen the example for double salt. What is a coordination compound, difference between double salt and coordination compound, and so far we have seen the important terms involved in coordination compound. Number 1, we have seen first term involved in the coordination compound is coordination entity, second one is central metal atom, third one is ligand present, ligand, and the fourth one is we have seen coordination number, fifth one we have seen what is coordination polyhedron, and seventh important term is oxidation state. So you should be familiar with all these important terms involved in coordination compound. Sometimes it may be asked in 5 mark or 3 mark. So next we shall see there are 2 theories of coordination compound. First we shall see Werner's theory, so which is an important theory of coordination compound. Explain Werner's theory of coordination compound. So it is an important 5 mark question. So it will be asked like this: explain Werner's theory of coordination compound. So now we are going to see the theory of coordination compound, of which the first theory is Werner's theory. So first postulate of Werner's theory is most of the element exhibit 2 types of valency: primary valency and secondary valency. The second postulate is primary valency. It is positive in most cases and it is 0 in certain case. So here the primary valency, it corresponds to the oxidation state of the metal ion. So oxidation state of the metal ion may be positive in most cases, and in some cases the oxidation state is 0. So this primary valency, they are always satisfied by negative ions. So primary valency, it corresponds to the oxidation state of the metal ion. So third postulate of Werner's theory is secondary valency. So secondary valency is satisfied by negative ions, neutral molecules, positive ion, or combination of all the positive, negative and neutral molecules. So secondary valency, it corresponds to the coordination number of the metal ion. So coordination number is number of ligands that are attached to the central metal ion. So which may be negative ion, neutral molecule, positive ion, or a combination of all the ions. So this is the third postulate. So what is the first 3 postulate of Werner's theory? The element, most of the element possess 2 types of valency: primary valency and secondary valency. Primary valency, it corresponds to the oxidation of the state of metal ion. In some cases the valency is positive, the metal ion is positively charged, whereas in some cases it is 0, which are always satisfied by the negative ion. So primary valency, it corresponds to the oxidation state of the metal ion. Secondary valency, it corresponds to coordination number of the metal ion, which may be negative ions, neutral molecule, or the positive ion. So it denotes the number of ligands attached to the central metal ion, which is called the coordination number. So secondary valency is satisfied by negative ions, neutral molecules, or positive ion. So mainly secondary valency corresponds to the coordination number of the metal ion or molecules. Fourth postulate of Werner's theory is, according to Werner's theory, there are 2 spheres of attraction around the central metal atom ion in a complex. So there are 2 spheres of attraction around the central metal or ion in a complex. So first one is inner sphere. So first one is inner sphere, which is called as coordination sphere. So there are 2 spheres of attraction around the central metal atom or ion in a complex, and first type of sphere is inner sphere. So first one is inner sphere, which is called as coordination sphere. Here the groups present in the sphere are firmly attached to the metal. Firmly attached, now they are very rigidly or tightly they are attached to the metal. So the groups present in the coordination sphere are firmly attached to the metal ion. So there is another type of attraction which is called as outer sphere. So first we saw inner sphere which is called coordination sphere. Another sphere of attraction is outer sphere which is called as ionization sphere. So inner sphere is called coordination sphere. Outer sphere is called ionization sphere. So outer sphere called ionization sphere, they are loosely bound to the central metal atom. Inner sphere ku enna paathom? The groups present in the sphere are firmly attached to the metal atom paathom. Here in the outer sphere called ionization sphere, the groups are loosely bound to the central metal atom and hence they can be easily separated into ions on dissolving the complex in a suitable solvent. So as the metal ions are loosely bound to the sphere, they can be easily separated into ions on dissolving the complex in a suitable solvent. So fourth postulate of Werner's theory is there are two spheres of attraction around the central metal atom in a complex. The inner sphere is called coordination sphere. Inner sphere is called coordination sphere where the groups present in the sphere are firmly attached to the metal. The outer sphere is called ionization sphere where the groups are loosely attached to the metal in the sphere and they can be easily separated into ions on dissolving the complex in a suitable solvent. So fourth postulate is there are two spheres of attraction which are called inner sphere and outer sphere. Fifth postulate of Werner's theory is primary valency is non-directional. It does not has a particular direction in space. The metal atom or the ligand, they do not have a particular direction in space, whereas secondary valency is directional. So secondary valency is the one which corresponds to the coordination number. So the metal atoms here, they are found to be directional. They have a particular space or direction in the complex. So primary valency is non-directional. It is the metal ions or the ligands, they do not have a particular, they do not occupy particular region of space or particular direction in space. But secondary valency is directional. The groups are the central metal atom or ligands, they have a particular direction in the complex or space. So the geometry of the complex, geometry is nothing but shape of the complex is determined by the spatial arrangement of the groups that satisfy secondary valency. So the shape of the complex, whether they are tetrahedral, octahedral, T-shape, planar, so different shapes of the molecule are there. So shape or geometry of the molecule can be determined only by the arrangement of groups in space that satisfy secondary valency. So primary valency is non-directional, whereas secondary valency is directional. So these are the 5 postulates of Werner's theory. Postulates of Werner's theory is very important 5-mark question. So it is often repeated public question. So this Werner's theory was also in the old syllabus. So that is before 2019 also. This Werner's theory was there in the coordination compounds. So this Werner's theory is very important 5-mark question. So next we shall see isomerism in coordination compounds. So you know what is isomerism? Compound having same molecular formula but different physical and chemical properties due to different arrangement of ligands around the metal ion is called isomerism. So isomerism already you have studied in 11th itself. So compounds having same molecular formula but different physical and chemical properties due to the arrangement of ligands around the central metal ion is called isomerism. So we shall see the first type of isomerism, which is called structural isomerism. Structural isomerism. So structural isomerism is the one which have same formula but different connection among the constituent atoms. So they differ in the arrangement of the atoms or group which are attached to the central metal ion. atom or ion. So they have the same formula but different connection. Means arrangement of atoms or groups with the central metal atom or ligands may be different. So they are, the structural isomerism is the one which has the same formula but different arrangement of atoms in space. So that is called structural isomerism. So now we shall see the types of structural isomerism. First one is linkage isomer. So linkage isomer is the one which arises when ambidentate ligand is bonded to the central metal ion. So example I have told. So ambidentate ligand is the one which is bonded to central metal ion through two different donor atoms. So example, nitrite ion. So NO2 represents nitrite, ONO represents nitrito, NO2 represents nitrite, so ONO represents nitrito. So linkage isomerism is the one which arises when ambidentate ligand is bonded to the central metal atom through different donor atoms. So as an example we have taken nitrite ion. So NO2 represents nitrate ion. So in this example NO2 nitrate ion is bonded to central metal atom cobalt. So central metal atom is cobalt through nitrogen atom. So the nitrate ion is bonded to central metal atom cobalt through nitrogen atom. So here Na3, they all represent the ligands which are attached to the central metal atom cobalt. So the ambidentate ligand present in this linkage isomer is NO2 nitrite ion. So this is an example for linkage isomer. So what is linkage isomer? It is an important 2-mark question. So this type of isomer arises when ambidentate ligand is bonded to central metal atom through different donor atoms. So these are the ligands are always the donor atoms. So there are 5 ammonia ligands which are the donor atom attached to the central metal atom cobalt. So CO represents cobalt, NO2 represents nitrite ion which is one of the ambidentate ligand. So ambidentate ligand, what is ambidentate ligand? It is the one which has the capacity to bind with the central metal atom through the donor atoms. So that particular ligand is called ambidentate ligand. So it has a tendency, the ambidentate ligand is the one which has a tendency to bond with central metal atom through different donor atoms, 2 different donor atoms. So nitrite is one of the ambidentate ligand which is capable of bonding with the central metal atom, which in turn is attached to the donor atoms, or they are called as ligands. So always ligands are the donor atoms. So this 5 ammonia molecule represents the donor atoms, or they are called as ligand. So example for ambidentate enna sonne, ambidentate ligand nale NO2 nitrite at the ONO nitrito, NCS isothiocyanate, SCN thiocyanate. So second type of isomerism is coordination isomer. So in this type of isomerism there is an interchange of 1 or more ligands between the cation and anion in the coordination pair. So as an example we have taken this 2 sets of complex CO Na35 Cr CN6. அது மாதிரி இங்க வந்து CO க்கு பதிலா என்ன போடணும்ங்க Cr போடணும். Cr Na35 இந்த சென்ட்ரல் மெட்டல் ஆட்டம் மட்டும் மாத்தி போடணும். ஸோ இந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் எடுத்துனா எது சென்ட்ரல் மெட்டல் ஆட்டம், இதான் சென்ட்ரல் மெட்டல் ஆட்டம் கோபால்ட். லிகேண்ட் எது அமோனியா. சரியா? அது மாதிரி இந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் இதை எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா சென்ட்ரல் மெட்டல் ஆட்டம் என்னது குரோமியம், லிகேண்ட் வந்து சைன். ஸோ ஹியர் தேர் இஸ் அ interchange of 1 or more ligands between the cation and anion of the coordination entities. ஸோ இப்போ இந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் ஃபுல்லாக எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம். அப்போ இதில் வந்து என்ன எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆஃப் ligands இங்கே Na35 CN6 இருக்கிறது இங்கே என்னதான் மாறிது, இங்கே metal ion will change. சரியா? there is a interchange of 1 or more ligands between the cation and the anion. cation எது? cation anion, cation anion. சரியா? so here there is a interchange of 1 or more ligands between the cation and anion in the coordination entities. So அடுத்த third type of isomerism is ionization isomerism. So ionization isomerism, it is due to the exchange of ions with one or more ligands in the coordination. அங்க வந்து interchange of ligand one or more ligands between the cation and anion. சரியா? இங்க வந்து exchange of ions நடக்குது with one or more ligands in the coordination entity. So for இந்த example எடுத்துக்கோம் PtEN2 Cl2 Br2. PtEN2 PT na platinum, En ethylene diamine, Cl na chloride, Br na bromide. சரியா? இப்போ இதில் பாரு, so here it is outside the coordination sphere or coordination entity. சரியா? அப்போ இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் என்ன இருக்கும்? there is a exchange of ions எதெல்லாம்? chloride ion, bromide ion. இப்போ இந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸில் Cl2 within the coordination entity இருக்கு, Br2 outside the coordination entity இருக்கு. இதில் பாரு Br2 உள்ள போயிடும், Cl2 வெளியில் இருக்கும். so there is a exchange of ions, chloride and bromide ion, they get exchange between the coordination entity. So ionization isomer is the one where there is exchange of ions between the coordination entity. இதில் chloride bromide ion exchange ஆகும். At the fourth type of isomerism is solvate isomers. So solvate நாலே முக்கியமாக வந்து water. So மெயினாக solvent molecules என்னன்னா water, ammonia, alcohol. They are all solvate molecules present in the isomer. சரியா? So there is exchange of solvent molecules like water, ammonia and alcohol in the crystal lattice with the ligand in coordination entity. சரியா? பாருங்க here H2O6 உள்ள இருக்கு, வெளியில Cl3. சரியா? so it is a violet color compound which gives 3 chloride ions in solution. so அடுத்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்க வந்து H2O Cl3 உள்ள Cl உள்ள பேரும் H2O5 வெளியே வந்துரும். அடுத்த பாசிபிலிட்டி H2O4 வெளியில வந்துரும், Cl உள்ள பேரும். சரியா? so இந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் இந்த coordination entity-க்குள்ள there will be distribution of the solvent molecules like water, ammonia and alcohol within and outer the coordination sphere. இதுல என்னென்ன molecules வந்து outer and inside the coordination entity இருக்கலாம்? water, ammonia, alcohol. சரியா? mainly they are the ligands present in the coordination entity. so solvate isomer is the one where there is exchange of solvent molecules such as water, ammonia, alcohol in the crystal lattice with the ligand in coordination entity. சரியா? so these are the 4 types of isomers. so types of isomers may also be asked for 5 mark question. so you have to take first isomerism என்ன பார்த்தோம்? linkage isomerism. so first one is linkage isomerism, second one is coordination isomerism, third one is ionization isomerism, and fourth one is solvate isomerism. so far we have seen the introduction about the coordination compound. Secondly, we have seen the difference between double salt and coordination compound. Thirdly, we have seen important terms involved in coordination compound. Fourthly, we have seen Werner's theory of coordination compound. Fifthly, we have seen types of isomerism in coordination compound. so I hope you all go through, study the first lesson thoroughly and then come to see the video lesson for lesson 5. so first lesson ல அவ்வளோ கொஸ்டின் நல்லா தரவா படிச்சுட்டு ஒன் வேர்ட்லாம் மார்க் பண்ணிட்டு கெமிஸ்ட்ரி நோட்லாம் எழுதிட்டு so far you have submitted the assignment. ஆனாலும் ஒன்று ரெண்டு பேர் நான் சப்மிட் பண்ணாமல் தான் இருக்கிறேன். I have noted the names. so if you have not finished writing the assignment or if you have not studied the question from first lesson, I want you to study by this week. so because till August 31st திருப்பி அதே same lockdown will be continuing. அதனால நீ படித்தா உனக்கு நல்லது. so I want you to cooperate, study well and get success in this academic year. சரியா? yes, thank you.